Welcome everyone to some in-house league games coming at you. Today we have Sate versus Probusk here. They are both the highest ELO players in the match. They are the captains and the drafters for their team. And I will quickly go over the rosters here as the two captains have picked up their squads. We have Sate, Novi, Platycris, Imbanuts, and Blore on the Legion side. And here on the Hellborn side, we have Bus captaining Sunkbob, Janko, Hanzi, and Haha. Oh, we'll see what this one has in store for us here, as we have started off the draft with Draconis, Devour, and Madman bands coming out from Sate. And then we have Chipper, Magmus, and Cersei going to be banned out here from Probusk. So we see, quite a mixture of bands here. Heroes like the Devourer and the Cersei kind of standing out, even the Madman, a hero that kind of fell out of the meta for a while. Seems like he could be back. But again, Draconis and Chipper and Magmus, I don't think those are really too unusual at this point in time, as those heroes have shown us what they can do in the hands of these players. But we are going to have a first pick of Engineer coming out for the Legion side. Most likely going to be a support here. Pretty popular one to say the least. I love me some Engineer. One of my favorite heroes. Not only to play, but also to watch with the mind traps and whatnot. We got Rally and Andromeda here going to be picked up by Busk. So he's going to pick up a pair of physical damage dealers. These could be two supports as well. Rally, again, we talk about it all the time. A very flexible hero here. Can be played as either a position 4 support or a position 3 solo laner or dual laner slash off laner hero. Very flexible, which is what makes the rally so good. So again, not getting too much info there, but that is the nature of second pick. You get to hide more of your wild card picks a bit. And then on the Legion side, Sate finishes off here with Prisoner and Moa. So they are going to have, well, it could be still a core Moa, as Sate does like to run that mid lane. Could be a mid lane Moa for sure, but it also could be a support. So that is some of the drafting kind of antics going on right now. Both sides trying to pick up these heroes that can be very flexible in role and perhaps look to kind of change up what they want to do midway through their drafting phase. But Prisoner, he is a hero that sometimes Chris likes to play as like a roamer. I wouldn't be surprised to see Engineer and Prisoner both be supports and Moa be a core, but at the same time, we could see a Moa support and an Engineer support and a Prisoner core. So definitely some options here for Legion to consider. Are seeing the right click or the shadow pick of Wild Soul. Boy, I would like to see some Wild Soul because personally, I love Wild Soul. Definitely, I think it's an underrated hero that we don't see a whole lot of. And actually, Busk and Jenko both play Wild Soul, so we could actually see some Wild Soul here. If they do run a Wild Soul, I would like to see it as the position 1, because I think that is the best way to run a Wild Soul. If they do run a jungling Wild Soul, I think it's quite weak in this meta. But we can only speculate, as again that has not been confirmed yet. We have Puppet Soul, Puppet Master, Soul Stealer, and Swiftblade going to be banned out here from Busk. He gets rid of these carries that could either tri-lane or kind of snowball in the jungle, being the Soul Stealer. He actually did just receive a nerf to his staff, but only his staff, with the cast speed and the amount of souls specifically. But again, that's not really necessarily a reason to make that makes Soul Stealer a worse hero by all means. On the Legion side, we have Electrician, Sandwraith, and Gemini bands. So pretty much targeting Busk, who typically plays the carry here with Sandwraith and Gemini. The Electrician ban could be disruptive for them, as they do have quite a few things that could be Cleansing Shock to the Shackle, the Moa's Call. So I could understand that one to some degree. But they're going to go ahead and out of the gates here pick up a Bubbles. So that is most likely going to be a core here. Probably either in the side lane somewhere or in the mid lane. I think it's most common that we see Bubbles in mid lane. And I do believe we'll see Haha play that. I think he plays Bubbles, if I recall correctly. I've seen him play Bubbles many times. Looks like he hasn't played it lately, but he has played it down here. He doesn't play it too much, but does play Bubbles. And then they pick up a Cthulhu font. So this will be a support rally, and they will be running maybe a tri-lane actually with the rally and the Andro. It's shaping up to be a tri-lane, I think, because I don't think they're gonna want to dual lane either a Bubbles or a Cthulhu font with a rally, or an Andro for that matter. I guess they could do Cthulhu font Andro, but that it does seem kind of weak in comparison to some of the other things they could have maybe picked up. So it looks to me like we're gonna see Bubbles mid, Cthulhu font, short lane maybe, and an aggressive tri lane, or possibly a defensive tri lane with some flash farming carry. Something like a Forsaken Archer could be a possibility here. But more or less a 4 protect 1 strat for a hard carry that Busk's gonna play. Actually, Wild Soul would be quite good for this kind of a lineup actually, if they do decide to run that like in the short lane with the support stack in the jungle for Wild Soul. He can rotate into the jungle very early and take stacks. I would actually really love to see a Wild Soul. I'm kind of hyping myself up a little bit too much probably about a Wild Soul pick. But we're gonna see Valkyrie coming out here and Wretched Hag. So we're gonna have a tricore. I think this is going to be a farming MOA. Don't quote me on this, but it's looking to me like we're gonna see. Actually, no. With drafting the Hag, I think he will be playing the Hag. It's gonna be a Novi support MOA, and we'll have Nede playing second support here. Nuts is gonna play position 3, and that means that Chris is playing the position 1 Valkyrie or position 2. Sate is kind of known for being more of a carry mid player. This could very well end up being a position 1 Hag and a position 2 Valk, but the point being here is that these are the two big farmers for Legion. Prisoner going to be that third farmer. We could definitely see a Valkyrie tri-lane or even a Prisoner tri-lane for that matter. Prisoner could very well 1v1 the Cthulhu font. I would like to see Legion now that they have last picked the Moon Queen here for Busk, so it does look like they'll do a defensive tri-lane. They pick up a carry that can compete with a tricore very easily. Moon Queen just one of those carries by nature, sucks up the whole map, and then can compete with the multi-strike, being able to just out carry everyone. But I think we'll see Cthulhu Font off lane, Rally, Andro, Moon Queen, tri lane in the short lane, and a Bubbles mid. So I would like to see Legion do a Valkyrie tri lane long, or even a Prisoner tri lane long, but I think the Prisoner definitely could 1v1 the Cthulhu Font in the bottom lane very easily, and the Valkyrie could be used for more of a kill presence. But let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they are going to do a Prisoner aggro tri lane against the Moon Queen. And we'll see if Hellborn kind of reacts appropriately. Maybe they decide they don't want to fight that with the Moon Queen. Just stick Cthulhu Fawn up here. They're currently 5 in their own jungle, so perhaps expecting some kind of clash to go on. But Valkyrie is in the bottom lane, so she will not be there to join her team at the moment. I'm going to throw that up on the screen there. So anyway, I believe they did spot each other out. There was a ward placed here from Moa. Not sure if Hellborn saw that or not, but I do believe that they did see the heroes up here. So it looks like they are going to try to dodge at the Moon Queen, which I think is the right call. You basically want to get your Moon Queen farm this game. Cthulhufon's going to be the guy who kind of suffers. And we might even see them rotate as well. So man, here comes the mind games of the two teams. But Legion's reading this very well. They're going to be sending Valkyrie up to the long lane. And I think he's made it here where he will not miss any creeps as well. So we're going to possibly see... a lot of the times what happens is, so the Legion side is the one that really wants to fight. And the Hellborn side is the one that wants to dodge. So we could see the Hellborn tri-lane port away. So that we might see lots of TPs being used in early game here by both sides. Because ideally they do not want to have their Moon Queen tri-lane long lane. Okay, so I'm gonna come out here from engineer. They already put some good pressure. Right away, Probusk's like, nope, I am not going up against the prisoner tri-lane. I am coming up to the top lane. He's gonna spec the moonbeam. They're gonna put some pressure here on the Valkyrie, and we will most likely see Cthulhuphon TP down to the bot lane. We'll see if we already have engineer porting up here as well. Now we have the second support rally farming down in the bot lane. It's gonna be a battle of port wars, and we have Andromeda making his way into the mid lane, harassing the Wretched Hag with the bubbles. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth here in the early game. Hag gonna take a combat stun here. She's gonna be just fine. These are some former teammates of each other. Sate is probably not too happy with Hanzi right now. He also does not have Blink on the Wretched Hag, so maybe they actually know that, and he is going to deny himself there to the neutrals. So, makes them waste a lot of time. Bubble's going to miss some creeps in the mid lane as well. So, yep, Hag was not expecting to get rotated on there this early. But he will do a good job of denying himself. Bubble's on 7-0, Hag on only 3-0, so the Andro definitely causing some disruption for him there. But we do have the tri-lane from Hellborn rotating all back to the top lane. Same with the Legion side, so we're going to have some action here. And it has swapped back to Valkyrie versus Cthulhuphon at the bottom lane. Take a quick look at the GPMs here. Moa could be in some trouble here. He gets caught out, so the Hellborn tri-lane actually getting the first kill. Andromeda has the apple, he's going to use it here. They need one more auto attack. He's going to get the combat stun off on the prisoner. And they're doing a really good job here on Hellborn to fight this tri-lane. Rally going to get kegged up. Queen needs one more auto attack. She's going to get it off. And she has boots already picked up as well. So Hellborn is winning a tri-lane that they should more or less not be able to win. So that's a really good start for Hellborn here. They also made disruption on the Hag in the first minute or two, so a lot of good things already in the works here. Valkyrie, she's doing fine in her 1v1 here. 13-3 against a 9-2 Cthulhuphon, so she's the one player doing decently. Hag is starting to catch back up to Bubbles' creep score. So, pretty even start here still, but Hellborn making good ground in their tri-lane, definitely gonna be good news for them. So we see level 3 on two players out of 3 here. Both the supports still are level 2. Mo's about to hit level 3. He's gonna go for a stun. The hook definitely was very late there. And now they're turning it on to Moa. Moa's gonna go down. Missing the hook is definitely going to hurt Legion here. Because it is a big source of their damage. And it also pulls them out of position. It's going to miss the hook again. I think at this point he probably should just go back to regen. Valkyrie takes out Cthulhuphon here. Didn't see it, but I am actually quite surprised that Cthulhuphon goes down to Valkyrie. He's gonna get the health potion delivered, so he will be fine for now. He is farming very well though. He's on 24 creep kills, Moonqueen only on 18. Bull's gonna stack the jungle for himself for later, or maybe for Moonqueen. Riley's gonna get going on here first. He cannot use his golden apple, and he's gonna go down. The acid bomb damage with the hook from Prisoner dealing so much damage. Rally couldn't get his compel off. May want to look to invest into a hatchet as well, just to be able to break that shackle. Would not be out of the question. Valkyrie is level 7. Cthulhu just about to hit level 6. Valkyrie definitely winning this bottom lane quite handily. Top lane, we have a hook coming out, the shackle as well on the rally. Cannot take out the shackle. And now Andro is going to be in some trouble as well. Prisoner uses the golden apple. One hit on the Andro, they're going to give it to the prisoner. He picks up a double tap. And now Legion is starting to coordinate a little bit better, picking up kills in their tri-lane. The bottom rune will be bottled by Wretched Hag. It is a haste rune. Bubbles actually is just about to hit level 6. Wretched Hag is going to port back to base. Has the haste rune. We'll see if he looks to use that anywhere. Maybe he will just blink back to the mid lane. So GPMs, we got Legion starting to pull ahead by only a little bit here. They have a 1300 gold lead. All 3 cores above 300 GPM. Hellborn side not too far behind though. Definitely don't count out Moon Queen just yet. It is still early on, as this is kind of her weak period. But she'll look to go Steam Boots into Whispering, and then she'll start working on the jungle stacks if Legion doesn't have anything to say about that first. So Hag has a haste rune for another 40 seconds. We could see a fight here. Moon Queen's getting close to level 6. No one's gonna get in range for the rally. They do go for the Moon Queen though. Acid Bomb is down. Moon Queen taking some good damage. They take out the Engineer first though. Hag ports in with a haste. She's gonna go in with the Sonar Scream. There's the Bat Blast, securing the kill on the Wretched Hag. Rally's hiding in the trees, but he will fall as well. Now Andrew gonna get cleaned up as well. And it's gonna be a hat-trick coming out for Hag. The power of the haste rune is here. And it looks like Bubbles, he didn't want to TP. Decides that maybe he wouldn't have gotten much out of it. And they clean up the tri-lane up there. Valkyrie looks like also used her Prism. But it was a little while ago. Moon Queen has her Lunar Eclipse, or Moon Finale, sorry. Ready to go. Bubbles is up here with Invis. We'll see if they can set up some kills here. Bubbles might start it off with a kill field. There it is. There's the silence coming in. And they're going to take out the Engineer first. There's an arrow fall as well. So we have Moa porting in there toward the end. So Hellborn gets some counter ganks now. Valkyrie continuing to do well. She's on 49 creep kills. Lufan on 42. Arrow coming in from Valkyrie here. Gonna do some good pressure there with the Call of the Valkyrie as well, which is maxing. I do like that. If he hits another arrow, he could definitely kill the Cthulhuphon again. I see Cthulhuphon being really passive with his men. I haven't seen him using obliterates or tramples aggressively. Looks like they did kill the Moa. He's gonna have TP on cooldown. Maybe he's waiting for that to come back up. Wretched Hag currently the top farmer though at 400 GPM. Very defensive warding coming out from the Hellborn side. Have an initiation here on the prisoner. Kag is going to knock back the rally. The prisoner is going to fall. Couldn't get his prison break off, or anything for that matter. It's actually maxing the shackled, which don't necessarily like. Bottom lane, Bubbles comes in with a DD, uses a kill field here to set up a kill on the Valkyrie. So they finally bring down the Valkyrie, who was farming very well. Maybe they would want to look to set up a gank on the Hag at some point. She's farming 400 GPM. 64 last hits to 49. We have a stun coming out. The acid bomb is down. Here comes the prison break. They're going to take out the rally. Now the Andromeda falls. Hag ports in once again. Looks like they're not going to go for the Moon Queen though. As Moon Finale was also still on cooldown. That one has a pretty large cooldown at the low level. And he's almost at his Whispering Helm. Prisoner gonna fall here. They did counter the lane ward here. We're gonna pick up a double tap. Bubbles and Hag going at it. Ghost Archer's Bubbles, by the way. Luvon is here, invis. They might try to set up a trample on the Hag. Meanwhile, over here, they take out the rally. So Hag's moving over for the Andro, but Hag could be the one who's in trouble. Here comes the trample following the Comet Stun. She should be fine here, it's just a blink. She will blink down the cliff. She picks up the Gnome's Wisdom as well. Here comes a Valkyrie Prism. We'll see if they look to reinitiate. But Cthulhu's porting down to the bot lane. Oh, the arrow going to be mistimed there. Tower is very low. See if he can actually get the tower or not. Oh, looks like he's going to let him get the deny. Meanwhile, off in the jungle, Moa dies to the creeps. Here comes the Bat Blast taking out Moon Queen. Moon Queen did pick up a legendary streak, but she will finally lose that streak. But Andromeda did fall to prisoner as well. Rally is here. He's thinking about going in. He could definitely kill the engineer here. He's trying to get in range for a slam. But he's going to be forced to port out now. And that did not work in their favor. Hag picks up a double tap. And Sante continues to have a fantastic game here. He's going to take out the tower as well. Now he's all the way up to 500 gold per minute. 6-1 already on the Wretched Hag. Engineer getting caught here. Might end up trading a kill. Here comes the Moon Finale though on the Wretched Hag. And will she be able to get this kill though? She blinks into the hard camp. She's gonna take a haste rune here. Gets Aurora'd up. Might be looking to save that for later. Decides not to go in, do anything maybe risky. Which I'm okay with. He's gonna have the haste rune for the next 2 minutes to work with. For when his Bat Blast comes up as well. But we see they are currently aware of Hellborn farming in the jungle here. Meanwhile, Valkyrie. They get the tower denied, but she has continued to create pressure down here in the bottom lane. Gonna be interested to see what item build Chris goes for on the Valkyrie. We see a Prism coming out as they are currently hiding off in the top lane. Hag is going to use her haste rune, so they definitely want to take a fight here in the Hellborn's jungle. We'll see who they look to target. The Prism is up for 5 more seconds. They definitely want this Moon Queen. Here comes the energy field. Prison Break is going to come out with the shackled, and Prisoner or Rally cannot compel her. And here comes Wretched Hag now going for the Andromeda in the background. Moon Queen, by the way, died to the neutral creeps. Did not get gold for the kill. Oh, is Sunk going to go for the cliff walk? He is. He's going to go down, and he is going to be fine for now. Let's see if they maybe still spot him. Hag blinks in. He's gonna compel down the glyph. Bubbles breaks the shackle. He takes cover uh, on the prisoner hook there, as he does get sonar screamed and haunted up, and I believe he probably should still fall. Does take cover the sonar scream there, but Indra comes in with a comet. She might have just overextended her port as Moon Queen comes in. Will we be able to pick up any targets though is the question. Rally is here. They're gonna go for the porting out prisoner. Cthulhuphon comes in with a portal key, and now Moa, he's gonna also most likely fall here. See if he can go for the cliff log as well. Don't think he's got the sunk bomb skills here. Or does he? Oh, he does! He does do the cliff walk. Is he gonna survive though is the question. Cthulhuphon does have a trample with a portal key. And well, it was fun to watch, but he's still gonna get caught out and he's gonna go down there. So we have a 16 to 15 score. Legion up by 4,000 gold. A lot of that due to the wretched hag. Sporting cast about identical. Prisoner and Bubbles close on GPM, and then Valkyrie and Hag just a little bit ahead. And again, that is due to them having a pair of towers. So again, the game is quite even in terms of resources for the most part. Wretched Hag does pick up a light branch. He's working on a Grimoire of Power. And I do not think I will see Sate go a different item build. He will go Grimoire into Staff, which is his preferred Hag build. Bottom lane, we see the energy field going to silence up the Cthulhuphon as he does trample out of it. And he's going to get locked down here by Engineer and Valkyrie. Or Moa as well. So they do bring down the Cthulhuphon once again. He falls for the second time this game. Going to continue working on the jungle stacks here. So again, he's basically like a position 1 Valkyrie, or Wretched Hag, position 2 Valkyrie. He's saving up 3,000 gold on the Hag, which I really dislike. I want to see him buy something. Hopefully not a mock. Okay, he right clicks a Null Fireblade level 1, which I think is a fantastic item on Valkyrie. I would also like to see him go for Geobane with the Null Fireblade later on, which I think synergizes extremely well. Nice, 3 hastes. Haste runes are fun. Bubbles kind of struggling this game. Doesn't have that much gold. Only on 266. He might be going for Portal Key, but I think he does want to go for Spell Shards, as it kind of lets him flash farm. Much easier. See the counter ward coming out here from Engineer. He's going to get swapped in though. Throws out the keg, does hit Rally, but he's going to fall.
Stay dead, you fool.
Prisoner is coming in with the haste. He's gonna get comments done by the Andromeda. I think Andromeda is going to fall here. She gets shackled up. There's the Sonar Scream. And boom goes the Dynamite. Moa now in an offensive position. Rally throws out the slam, but there's the Master's Call on Prisoner. Moa going to fall here as Moon Queen. She does have a Moon Finale still. Not gonna need it here, it looks like. Hag is gonna go down. He was on the Bloodbath. They did take out 3 players, but it's gonna come at a cost. For 4 of them, only Valkyrie is alive, which she was currently down in the bot lane. Taking out the tier 2 tower, I believe. And oh, Chris with the snipe on Busk in the fountain. Oh man, that one went to the face. That's a nice arrow there coming out from Chris. I did kind of miss it, but well, you guys kind of know what happened. From downtown, and he's got to be feeling pretty good after that one. I think he just picked up Null Fireblade level 2, by the way. So, Bubbles on 3,000 gold also with that fight concluding. He actually got the Bloodbath streak, so that's 900 gold from the Hag kill. He's going to now have most likely Spell Shards level 1 into an eventual Portal Key, I would have to imagine. He's still deciding what he wants to go for, but you got to spend your gold. You cannot save 3,000 gold. Definitely got to spend your gold here. Wretched Hag, by the way, did finish her Grimoire of Power before dying. She also... Did she have a double tap? No, she just had the single kill on the Cthulhu font. He is actually going to decide to go for the blink here. We'll probably see these spell shards later on. Valkyrie is chasing on the rally. Oh, he's going to miss the kill there. Bilfon's here with the Obliterate. Here comes Bubbles, though, with a nice Kelfield and Silence coming out. Going to take out the Valkyrie and the Engineer. So they get a little bit too overconfident there. Rally did survive on one hit. Meanwhile, they are able to take out the tower top lane. And Wretched Hag slid pushing in the bottom lane. But I do believe this tower will go down. They are still dead on 2 players, so we'll see Hellborn get their first tower of the game. And Moon Queen, she's getting closer to 400 GPM. Busk picks up the Firebrand. He's going to go for the Shrunken Head, it looks like, very early on. I don't know if he necessarily needs Shrunken, though. I mean, it's good against the Engineer, but he's still facing a Grimoire Hag with bats that go through Shrunken. I think it's really tough for him. He could maybe still be greedy and go for the Geobane first, but Shrunken definitely not a bad item. Gonna slow down his farming speed by a bit. We see a Prism coming out here. And they're making their way over. They do have, I think they did have a ward. They have this ward here. They're looking to jump on the rally here. There's the arrow, the hook as well. Not the target that they really wanted here with the Prism, but they're gonna take it here. Continue to control the top part of the map. We see the damage charts here. Hag it's up to 16%. Moon Queen, she's still up there at 12%, but she's got her work cut out for her this game. We see a nice trample coming in from Cthulhu font. Hits onto 2. Prison Break in the background, catching Moon Queen and Andromeda, but Prisoner's being turned on here. Energy Field kind of in the background just to cause maybe a little bit of a chase disruption, but they are going to lose the Prisoner. Now Engineer's going to fall as well, so Hellborn taking a great fight here. But Hag comes in with the Bat Blast. She's going to take out the Andromeda and the Moon Queen. And this is definitely going to work out for Legion here as they pick up 3 kills there. Bubble is going to be the last victim of that fight. And well, that is going to be better concluded for the Legion side there. Great Bat Blast coming in from Hag, connecting onto 2. And ultimately they survive on both their Hag and their Valkyrie. So they are quite happy with that. Taking out the Moon Queen once again. I see the top and middle lanes being pressured here. Is Wretched Hag going to go down to the bottom lane now? Hopefully, well, I did say I want to see Geobane on the Valkyrie. We'll see what he goes for. Maybe he goes for another damage item. Following up the Fire Blade. Prisoner has his portal key currently, only on 300 GPM. Maybe he goes for a Staff of the Master next. Maybe Hag will upgrade him. We'll have to wait and see. I do think the Engi Staff and the Valkyrie Staff are quite good this game. I don't think they need the Moa Staff because he's position 5. We have a lot of Veiled Rots here from Hellborn. They want to catch this Wretched Hag, but she's just going to be a little too slippery. Now they do have Bubbles and Cthulhu font here. They have all 5. She did pick up her staff now, so she has the very low cooldown Bat Blast. They're going to catch Moa here. It's going to be their one victim with all these rods. Moon Queen getting initiated on here. Prison Break going to catch him. Energy Field going to perplex that Moon Queen, and Busk's going to fall here. We'll see if they go in for a counter. There's a Kelfield onto 2. They might be looking for some kills. Swap comes out from Andromeda, and this is going to be disaster for Hellborn. They did get the Prisoner and the Engineer, but Hag is going to pick up another double tap here. And ultimately, it's a 3 for 3 fight. But again, the key heroes being the Moon Queen falling and Hag and Valkyrie surviving. Did he try for another arrow in the well? Maybe. Might have tried for another arrow. So I think now with Hag having the Grimoire and the Staff, he has a lot of options. He could go for a Restoration Stone here. He could go for a Sheep Stick or Hellflower, and he could also even go for a defensive item like a Shrunken Head, which would not be terrible for him this game. Because right now they really only have magic damage, Moon Queen not really that scary on physical presence just yet with their current item situation. We have Master of Arms getting caught here. I think he's gonna fall without any retaliation, as it looks like Legion was grouping up toward their Kongor area, and I think they are still considering doing the Kongor here. Brain disconnected. So Moon Queen, she's trying to find the space, but it's very limited this game. I think she's still eyeing that Shrunken Head. Prisoner is getting Omega wrecked by Kongor, but he's gonna be fine. They did take out the Kongor here. Hag is now up to 640 gold per minute. Valkyrie holding another 3,000 plus gold. Looks like this is a trend with Chris. He likes to save up his monies before he spends anything. Actually goes for the Shrunken Head, which I hadn't considered, but really not the worst choice for him to go for here. I do feel like he's at a point where he doesn't really need it, even though it is a good item this game. I think he could have gotten away with being a bit greedier in his item build. Maybe the Geobane into Shrunken would be fine here, but he is feeling that he needs the magic immunity, which I can get behind. They're going to go for a Prism play here. I think they might have been spotted on this Ward of Revelation. As, maybe not though. Andro is getting a little curious here. You see Prisoner Veiled rotted up. If he can maybe land a hook. I think he was spotted by the tower. So they are going to avoid that. Bubble's going to shell just for vision, see if they're trying to steal the Kongor here. But as we can see with our God Vision, they are currently not doing that. $2,000 gold on the Moon Queen. He's still trying. Bubbles does have shards level 1 now. It looks like he's not going to go for shards 3. He's going to maybe go for maybe either a sheep or a hellflower next. They do pick up a Shrunken on the Hag, so he's going to go the defensive route here. Which again, Shrunken is very good this game. Hook gonna connect here on the rally. There's the Shackle coming out. He needs to kill that. He's gonna go for the port. Don't think that was the right decision. But they are gonna get the deny here on the tower as well, to add insult to injury. I'm gonna maybe go for a kill here. Can she solo kill the Moon Queen though? We have Andro sitting behind him. He's gonna blink in with the bats. Did that land actually? I think, yeah, it must have. He's gonna swap the Hag. And Moon Queen's gonna be fine. She does take quite a lot of damage though. It actually almost was enough. So 12,000 gold lead here for Legion. Again, they're only up by 3 kills, but that doesn't really tell the story of the game. Bubbles is saving quite a lot of gold here. We have a hook going to be avoided here by the Hellborn side. Cthulhu looks like he's trying to go for Staff of the Master. He is about 1,000 gold off from that. That is a pretty good item for them as well. If they can get Cthulhu to finish his staff, and maybe even get to the point where he gets barbed armor as well. Moon Queen now has a Shrunken. Again, still a very uphill battle here. Has to get to the Geobane plus probably one more item at least to feel threatening. Hag way ahead, almost double the GPM of Moon Queen at this point. Gonna blink in on the Andro here. Shackle comes out. This should be a dead Andro. They're not gonna be able to save him. They see a vote to pause actually coming out here. I can actually go ahead and show you guys the ladder really quickly here. For those of you curious, we have Puppet Soul at the top. TKB is actually number 3. We have Anal Hunter at 2 and Saute at 3, as it actually just changed on me to the second page of the ladder there. But that'll give you guys a little indicator of what the ladder looks like currently. We have quite a bit of people at 1K or 1100 ELO. We do have a pause here. You guys can listen to the acid bomb. Beautiful sounds here coming out. But currently a prism being used by the Legion side here. Have there been any new developments? We have a tablet, not new, but looks like he's saving up for a portal key here on the engineer. Bubbles did buy a Arcana, so he will be going for Hellflower post Shards 1. They want that disable here, most likely for the Hag. Try to control him in the fight. And we've Cthulhu closing in on his staff. But outside of that, nothing really new. Moon Queen not having that much gold this game. Andromeda struggling to find anything at all. Still has his pack to do. Rally as well, still has his pack to do. No items up on the rally either. He is actually lower gold per minute than the Andromeda. Raisin? Tactics boss. Cat is on drugs. So, got a little intermission here until they resume. Sadly, I don't think this prism is going to result in another kill. Is it an argue pause? So, we do have a Kongor here that the two teams could potentially fight over. I don't know if we will see Legion try to go high ground just yet. I think that they maybe want to continue to control the map and go for pickoffs. As we see, they're going to immediately go for the Kongor here, recognizing that they probably can't get another kill with the Prism, which I think is just fine. Let's go over some Kong buffs. We have Hag taking damage, Moa, Valkyrie, Prisoner, and Engineer all taking stats. Personally, when I play Engineer, I tend to like to go for damage, but Nede has not maxed out the mines here. He has actually maxed out the turret, which is a bit different. I think on the second support role, you should probably want to max out mines over turret. It's a bit more damage. And you also always have the mine trap possibility. Since you are not the main support, you can get more mana regen to spam mine traps. So I think he should be maxing mines and going damage personally on the Kong, which he actually just took the damage. Ooh, nice arrow landing on the bubbles as I'm yapping about Kong buffs here. That's going to be a pretty big pickoff. They don't have buyback on the bubbles, and this could maybe lead to a Rax if they want to force it. But they are trying to catch in the top lane. Ports are coming in. Get through the font, getting his portal key stopped. It is down for 9 more seconds, so this could definitely be a kill here if they are able to catch up. But they actually go for the Moon Queen, which was definitely the better target. And even though Busk used to shrunk him, there was a prisoner there to most likely stop that TP out, which I think he maybe tried to go for the port out. So most of them took stats. I like that Hag took damage because she deals very heavy AoE, and the damage assist with that with the Grimoire of Power as well. Very synergistic with her items as well. But yeah, the rest of them taking stats, I think, is all fine. I think even stats on the Valkyrie because she is kind of a squishier carry hero. But she does go for the Firebrand now, so Dawnbringer or Geobane. I definitely think Geobane is a little bit better since the patch, whereas Dawnbringer was kind of just a better item overall. Now you get more movement speed from the Geobane. I think it's 12% movement speed, and the 12%, and the Dawnbringer gives 10%. So you get more mobility actually from Geobane, but you don't get the slow that Dawnbringer provides you with. Still, oh, we have the staff picked up on Cthulhu Font. That is definitely a big team fight presence increase. He ideally wants the level 3 here. He's almost level 16. Arrow gonna miss. Good attempt. Here comes the hook. Nuts a little bit off there on the hook. So I think if they do want to do anything crazy, maybe they could look to even swap someone into their base. But at this point, I think they are so far behind, they have to save that swap for the Moon Queen. Here comes the Hellflower on Prisoner. Kelphiel gonna land onto several heroes. Shunkenhead activated by the Hag though. And Moon Queen is going to fall here, following up that Bat Blast initiation. Or counter initiation rather. Cthulhu gonna fall here as well. He did not use his Dream of Madness. Very questionable there to say the least. But Andromeda going to fall as well. It is complete disaster here for Hellborn, and well, they are kind of in a pickle here, being down by 23k and 30k experience. So we could see the first racks pushed out of the game. But looks like Hellborn, they might just be ready to throw in the towel here. We have the CC vote being called. I do think it should probably go through. I don't think there's really a comeback here. Moon Queen's just too far behind on only 300 GPM. If this was like a 550 or 600 GPM Moon Queen, I think we got a lot of game left. But big credits to Legion here. They shut her down very well. And this one was piloted by a very impressive Hag performance. 16-2, his final score, 700 GPM. Quite the stat line to finish this one off here if you are the Legion side. So that'll conclude this one, and I'm sure we'll have another one coming right up, so stay tuned.